Well, thank you. That was great. I always learn something listening to this kind of stuff. I think there are two ways to go about it. There is a Q&A if you're looking at the bottom of your Zoom screen where you can type in a question, and you may have a raise hand feature. And if you use that, I think I can unmute you so that you could ask your question directly if there are any questions. At the moment, we have one question, and that is, will FDOT's recent context classification of state roadways help make pushing for more road diets easier?
So, not being a full expert on FDOT policies at this point, since I'm still fairly new to the state, I'm not able to answer that, but I'm glad to dig into that, Jason, and get back with you.
Hugh Aaron, you should, let me see.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, great presentation. Thank you. Can you talk a little bit about how the terms side path and trail relate to FDOT's shared use path term?
So trails, I generally think of as the superset of off-road bike accommodations that are either alongside of a roadway or on their own rights of way. So all of those would be trails. A side path is one that's specifically alongside of a roadway. So it is a multi-use path that's used by several different user types alongside of a roadway. A multi-use path, I kind of group the same way as a trail, that it could be either along a roadway or on its own right of way. So I think even though FDOT uses multi-use path, I think they're carrying an assumption that it is a trail alongside of a roadway. It is a multi-use path alongside of the roadway. Side path is just more specific, but it's kind of interchangeable. So Becky, Jason asked another one, is there a guidebook for wayfinding? So what I would suggest there is the MUTCD, which I referred to earlier. The NACTO guide is pretty good for telling you how to design your wayfinding, what destinations to put on there. The AASHTO guide also has that information, but unfortunately it costs $100 or whatever it is to get that. So the NACTO and MUTCD, I would suggest looking at those for some guidance on what signs to use. They have different options of what the signs could look like. Those are the two sources I would point you to.
But we want to thank everybody for taking your lunch hour and having Ed talk about this wonderful program. Again, it's new to the association, but we're glad to offer it, and we're glad that people are taking advantage of it. So thank you very much.